Welcome to Blog 929. It's been a while. My name is Ted, and today I'm showing you how far we've gone with the utility pickup. Now, as you can see, that she's now poised. We've put her on wheels now. Yeah, so we've managed to put the springs. Okay, I haven't finished welding them up. I've done some welding here at the back on the springs, and then I'm yet to weld this side, but as you can see that she's already standing on springs, which is some good progress. The front is also going to have the same setup as the back. We are having a normally they put a diff there for front wheel vehicles, but myself I'm going to design my own diff. It won't be front wheel, but the springs are going to help to support the diff that I'm going to put there in the front. And then I have to see how I can do the setup of the suspension in the front here. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. So I'm just working on finishing this suspension of this utility vehicle on the chassis. All right, here as you can see, this area is going to be cut, so it will be cut sort of like this. We're going to move it this side, so this whole area is we're going to remove that part, and somewhere around this area there will come some shocks that will support the front suspension. Right, so yeah, for those who got some insight when it comes to mechanics, maybe you can share some of your insight, help me from this stage and give your input. But you can see the diff the inside is already there, situated at the back, nicely positioned. So yeah, remember this was just a jig that was being used to build the chassis. So all the future chassis we're gonna build them from this jig. It's been a lot of work, but little by little we are getting somewhere. We are moving forward, so that's a good thing that's a good part about it. All right, so this is how far we've gone. The idea is that because many people in Malawi, those who are farming, they are actually subsistence farmers, and when they are farming, they have to use ox carts when they are harvesting their maize or whatever they are harvesting, and sometimes even when they want to take their produce to the market, in the nearest market in their village, they use ox carts. And this has been done, that's been used for many years, and we want to stop that. We want to bring in a much more affordable vehicle that can be used for by the people to transport their produce to the market easily. So that's where this comes. As you can see, the diff itself, I bought it from one of the Chinese shops in town. It's a diff that is used for, it was sitting on normally it is used on these three-wheelers. It's a motorcycle with three wheels, but it's got a pickup. It can be used as a utility vehicle. So I went to buy from there. The diff, the Chinese guy couldn't sell me the diff and the hubs and the tires with the rims. He was refusing. So I had to go to another Chinese who's also selling the same parts. Then this guy sold me the tires. He sold me 4 tires. So you can see it's not very easy for us to get materials when we want to do something here in Malawi. It's very difficult. And I'm sure they also noticed that if I was buying parts, that means I'm busy building something, so they didn't want to support me on that one. Even though I told them that I'll be buying more of this diff from them, he actually told me this was the last diff that he's going to sell me. He's not going to sell me again. But anyway, I got it. Now we can try to work on the first vehicle. I know some of you guys are mechanics or engineers. You can just share your ideas, what you think about this To come up with a chassis was not very easy. It was very difficult. It required me to do some calculations, measurings, and all that stuff. But I think I'm getting there. It's a prototype. After it's been done, we are going to test it, road test it, and see how it works. We're going to load a few things on it. And I'm so excited because if this is going to work, this vehicle is going to be a multi-purpose vehicle, because then it can also be used for other purposes like an ambulance. It can be in the villages, because some other villages they use bicycle ambulances, and which is not good at all. You can just imagine somebody lying on a trolley that is being pulled by a bicycle. That's not good at all. So that's why I came about to think of how can I find solution to this. And we also, if you go to one of our islands, Likoma Island, they also don't have transport there. People have to walk from long distances. There's only a few cars on the island. So I think this vehicle can also be a vehicle that can be used on the island there. And I'm sure there's a few resorts there they can buy. I can always make the vehicle to their specifications that they can use when they're maneuvering on the island. And we're looking at also the game reserves. Can have this vehicle if they have got visitors who want to go and see the animals on the game reserve. They can use we can build the vehicle according to the specifications so that it can be able to take tourists and around the game reserves. So this vehicle can be a multi-purpose vehicle, and I'm very excited. I'm so fired up. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it, and leave a comment also. So yeah, because when you subscribe and you comment, you're helping us to get more algorithms so that YouTube can recommend to other people, so a lot of people can come and they view what we're doing here. The main purpose and the main goal also is to show my fellow Africans that if you put a mind into something, you can achieve it. Don't believe when people say that your mind has been manipulated, your mind has been colonized, so you can't be able to do anything. You must refuse to have a colonized mentality. You have to know that you can be able to achieve anything as long as you put your mind into it. It looks ridiculous now, but in a few months, this is going to be, we are going to be talking another story. Yeah, so what's remaining here is I'm just going to finish with the welding to make sure that this whole thing is stable, and then I'm going to do the front suspension. After the front suspension, I will start now seeing how I can mount the engine. I'll do the engine mountings. After the engine mountings, I'm going now to see if I can marry the engine with the gearbox. After finishing the gearbox, I'm going to start doing the steering system. And after the steering system, I will make sure the gearbox is linked with the prop shaft. After that, and then I'm going to work on the cabin where the people are going to sit. And then I'm going to start working with the box where you're going to be loading the things. And then the launch of the vehicle. I know you can't wait to see this done, but it takes time. I always work on it when on my free times when the guys are not working. More especially, it will be on a weekend. I work on the vehicles on this kind of projects. So that's why it's taking time, because during the week we are very busy with other things that we're doing. Yeah. So I would like to thank you for participating in our channel, giving up ideas, and also some people are recommending my channel to other people. I thank you very much for that. And we have people who are also supporting the channel, like KJ, who's been supporting us for quite a while, and we're very thankful for that. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share the video and leave a comment. Thank you.